Well, Assam's COVID case tally continues to rise. As many as 193 fresh COVID-19 positive cases have been reported from Assam. With these new cases, a total of 235 cases were reported yesterday. Yesterday also saw as many as 152 COVID patients getting discharged after recovery. The patients got discharged from various civil, district and model hospitals in the state. With this, the total patients discharged in the state stand at 1,249. Currently, the total number of COVID case tally in Assam is 3,285. Of these, a total of 2,027 are active cases. Meanwhile, the state's casualty rate remains at 6. Meanwhile, 5 persons have tested positive for COVID-19 in the Gaushala area of Maligaon in Guwahati. Few days back, a woman had been tested positive from the same area. Currently, the area has been declared as containment zone and 5 fresh COVID-19 positive cases have emerged after testing the swab samples of 30 people from the area. All the 5 fresh cases have been admitted in the city's Mohendra Mohan Choudhury Hospital.
কালিৰ এই যে 5জন ধৰাত পৰিছে সেই 5জনৰ সংক্ৰান্তত মই কম স্বপ্না বুঢ়া 1 তাৰিখে ধৰাত পৰিছিল ৰিজাল্ট আহিছিল 31 তাৰিখে তাই সাব পৰীক্ষা কৰিছিল কিন্তু 31 তাৰিখৰ পিছতো তাই গেলামাল দোকান এখন আছে গেলামাল দোকানখন খোলা ৰাখিছিল সেই গেলামাল দোকানখনত এই চাহ টাইটেলৰ তিৰোতা এগৰাকী ভাৰতী গোসাই আৰু মোহাম্মদ হাসিম তেওঁলোকে হিতৰ ঘৰত উঠা বহা কৰিছিল চাহ পৰ্যন্ত খাইছিল দোকানৰ ভিতৰত হিতে বহি আছিল গতিকে এই ভাৰতী গোসাই মোহাম্মদ হাসিম আৰু এই এগৰাকী চাহ টাইটেলৰ তিৰোতা স্বপ্না বুঢ়াৰ পৰা আহা বুলি আমাৰ পুৰা বিশ্বাস
বিচাৰো নিশ্চয় বিচাৰো কাৰণ লকডাউন যেতুকে লকডাউন ফাৰ্স্ট টাইম দিছিলে তেতিয়াতে হেনেকে ভৰা নাছিলে লকডাউন যেতিয়া খুলি দিয়া হ'ল তাৰ পিছতে এইবিলাক আৰম্ভণি হ'ল না আমাৰ গুৱাহাটীখনত আৰু এতিয়া মানে অলিয়ে গলিয়ে হোৱা হ'ল আৰম্ভণি আজি
Person from the Harlalka Road in Adgaon area has also found to be COVID-19 positive. The fresh case is a resident of an apartment building in the locality. The person is an employee at a hardware store in the city's Fancy Bazaar area. The Harlalka Road area in Adgaon has also been declared as a containment zone by the authorities. With this, localities in Adgaon, Lal Ganesh and Hirenpara have been declared as containment zones in Guwahati. With the addition of a new containment zones in the city, the risk of community transmission in Guwahati continues to rise. Meanwhile, the areas of Pan Bazar and Fatashil Ambari have been identified as high-risk zones for community transmission. All right, to know more on these, we are being joined live with our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain. So, Wasbir, with the addition of this new containment zones in the city, the risk of community transmission in Guwahati continues to rise. So, your take on this, Wasbir?
Well, Priya, the community transmission now is a reality as far as Guwahati is concerned. Health Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma had yesterday said that there were about at least 13 cases and there could be a few more actually of community transmission in the city. And therefore, since it has become a reality, the authorities have come up with additional protocols like declaring few areas as containment zones. In fact, that will be the strategy I think the state has decided to adopt, be strict enforcement of rules and regulations in certain areas which have been declared as containment zones, like the few areas that you have already said in your report. And now some of those areas include the Hari Sabha area in Pan Bazar, the Harlalka Road in Fancy Bazaar, and so on and so forth. In fact, these are some of the containment zones in the city. Now, the question is, it has increased the responsibility of the Guwahatians, or for that matter, everybody who visits the city passes through it. This is the gateway not just to the rest of Assam, but to the entire northeastern region. And therefore, I think it is extremely important to maintain caution, and for every citizen to demonstrate responsible behavior. And I think in the days ahead, the government will have to think whether they will have to create a situation where the restrictions on lockdown might also have to be imposed in the days ahead. But as of now, the government is trying, the state health authorities are trying to see if declaring areas as containment zones are able to solve this problem of community spread, Pooja. But this is definitely a cause for alarm, not for panic, but definitely we need to be alarmed at this development, and we have to check the community spread by any means. That is the first priority, both of the citizens as well as the authorities.
And Wasbir, after hearing the reactions of the public, they are asking for another lockdown. The people are now they're scared a little bit after the declaration of these new containment zone. As Himanta Biswa Sharma, he clearly mentioned, our health minister, the 13 people tested positive. They're without any travel history.
Yes, that is the point. People without any travel history getting COVID positive, testing COVID positive indicates there is a community transmission, and that is exactly the reason why a lot of people in Guwahati are today saying that all this spread has taken place after the lockdown has been eased, and therefore they are pressing the authorities. They're raising their voice. Actually, they don't mind if the authorities decide to go for a fresh lockdown, at least in the city of Guwahati. But we'll have to wait and watch as to what the authorities do. But what I understand from the steps being taken by the authorities at this point in time is that they would first try to see if they can control the spread of community infection by declaring certain areas as containment zones, where the shops and all will be closed, where there will be restrictions of people moving about, so on and so forth. I think that is the first step which the authorities have embarked upon, and whether or not the entire city of Guwahati or other parts of Assam will be declared, we'll have a fresh lockdown in the days ahead, is a matter for which we'll have to wait and watch.